Hey everybody, welcome to Checkpoint on Campus 2021. Collegiate Esports are returning, and best believe that the official voice of Collegiate Esports is here to give you all the news as well. Your host, Norris Howard, here alongside Jacob Brothers, and one of the newest members of our team, David Cruz, is joining us to talk a little bit about Valorant and how the new changes to the game might affect the collegiate scene. So, David, we know that Yoru, the new agent, has been announced. How do you see Yoru changing the game up a little bit?
We're going to be seeing a lot of changes in team dynamics now, as Yoru is going to be a new operator that has a versatile set of abilities, including a teleport, a flash, and a ultimate ability similar to Reyna's. So we're going to be seeing a lot of drop-offs in those type of main characters, because Omen teleport is going to become less used as Yoru's is much more effective.
Right.
The most recent map, because the question I had about the competitive Valorant scene is that the most recent map that was added was Icebox. And so when it comes to the other maps that are being played in competitive, where is Icebox landing? Is it something that's being picked by teams? Is it something that teams don't really want to mess with? Like, what's the general stance on Icebox at this point?
Icebox is one of the most hated maps that I have seen recently dropped by a team. The development team, in the recent updates, they've changed the map tremendously. And every single person I've ever seen play this map has hated it. No one will ever choose this map as a favorite map. It is despised by comp players as it has too many angles, you have to look up, down, sideways, behind you, under you. Everywhere you look, it is not a favorite map. This is not a map for comp. It will never be chosen if you have the option to choose this map.
Yeah, that I can see that definitely being a issue moving forward in the collegiate space. But you know, Jacob, you also play quite a bit of Valorant. You've even tried out for the Valorant team and made the first cut out at UNLV. So this is a guy who knows a little bit.
Got buffed, so I don't know, man.
Exactly. But with that said, we got a number of conferences in the collegiate scene. I mean, this game is booming, and it hasn't even really been fully figured out even at the pro level yet. As we've said, the maps and the meta is not completely figured out quite yet. But we got a ton of conferences at the collegiate space. I could think of Conference 1 off rip, which is solely Valorant and nothing else. Where we already see some high-level play going on, I think, at UC Irvine and Rutgers. And funny thing about Conference 1 is the longest collegiate match in if I'm not mistaken, the longest match in Valorant history was played in this conference that went, was it 50 rounds? The server itself actually shut down. The server timed out, and they had to restart the game. So some high-level play. Some high-level play is going on in Conference 1 for Valorant. But, Jacob, what are some other places that we're seeing some collegiate Valorant?
Yeah, the other big collegiate Valorant league is called the Collegiate Valorant Conference. So that's been running, crazy name. But it's been running since fall, I believe. And so in the fall series 2020, UC Boulder actually won. So hand up.
Oh, they did a thing.
I'm sorry. I've been very mean to you guys, but you did it. Good job. They had beaten UCF, another school that's been kind of, Central Florida's been kind of around, kind of not around. So it's good to see that this esport has a lot of schools that aren't usually in the other bigger esports, I would say, outside of like Northwood. But that's another great thing about Valorant. But yeah, UC Boulder had won 2-1. And then the other teams in the playoff or the semis back then was University of Houston and Virginia Tech. So those are some of the schools that are kind of messing around right now. And the spring 2021 season or series is the closing for registration is February 12th.
So teams get your registrations in.
Yeah, and it costs $50 to register. And the tournament's going to be, we are finally figuring out how tournaments should be run in collegiate sports. It is so nice. This series will be 5 weeks of round robin league play and then 6 weeks of single elimination playoffs. That's it.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. Yeah, so $50
5 weeks.
Enter.
And you know what that is? 5 weeks to figure out the seeding, and then we run a playoff. Easy
and
peasy.
Life's good. Yeah.
Life is good. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing some high-level Valorant pop off. And David, I want to give you the last word. Yoru is out. We talked a little bit about him. How much of a what do you think the pick rate for Yoru will be in the upcoming act? Do you think this is a must pick character, or do you think this is an agent that will kind of fall by the wayside?
This agent is going to be up for debate. He's going to be very popular at the beginning. People are going to be trying him out, going crazy with him in this upcoming weeks, trying to figure out if he is worthy of continuing the pick. And one of the things that has been criticized about him is that he is another Flash character. Added upon Reyna, Omen, Phoenix, Breach, and now Yoru. That is 5 characters who have flashes, and it's going to be very interesting to see how he is used in the upcoming weeks. I think, honestly, I don't see him being used that often because his abilities don't really contribute to the team. He's mostly a solo operator who can do stuff on his own, teleport by himself, but he doesn't really have anything to help the entire team out.
Got it. So again, team utility is a thing, and I will just continue to play Cypher and cower in corners. But with that said, that's going to be that, and we'll be right back for more collegiate esports with Checkpoint on campus.